2.
Just like a flower, I am fading away. The doctor tells to see me most every day, but he don't do me no good. Why? Because I'm longing for you. And if you care for me, you will listen to my plea. Oh, Daddy, look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. Oh, Daddy, you with your fooling, think what you're losing. All the little loving I gave to you is gonna make you feel awfully blue. When you miss me and long to kiss me, you'll regret the day that you ever kissed. Oh, Daddy, think when you're all alone, why you won't be just wait and see. There'll be someone else making love to me. Then, Daddy, you won't have no mama at all.
Thank you so much, everybody. Well, we finally made it to almost the very end of Whitley Bay 2025. I can't believe it. I know. Oh. There's still another fantastic set after this, but we have this wonderful, short but sweet set featuring the music of Ethel Waters, one of the most important, heck yeah, one of the most important vocalists of the jazz age, of the 20th century, of all time, really a fantastic singer and contributor to American music, world music, whatever you want to say, just all that good stuff. I have been a fan of Ethel Waters' music for a very long time, but I never really dived into the kind of nitty-gritty of it, and never took a really detailed look until I got the opportunity to do this set. So it's been really cool getting to know her story and a little bit about her discography. She recorded for a long while into the 1930s, but for the sake of keeping this set together, especially with this instrumentation, we're going to focus on her first decade of recording in the 1920s. And what better person to represent the music of Ethel Waters than the great Nicolle Rochelle? So a little bit about Ethel Waters. It's interesting, she is not a Southerner. She actually was born in the town of Chester, Pennsylvania, which is on the Delaware River, just downstream. All of you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Just downstream from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, another city nearby, kind of near Wilmington, Delaware, and Philadelphia, just kind of in that mid-Atlantic area of the United States. It was kind of an industrial and shipping town, and she grew up in kind of a rough childhood with a lot of kind of rough individuals and things like that, and that really shaped her personality and who she became. She was raised by her grandmother and worked initially as a maid, eventually finding her way to Philadelphia. And one night she was invited to a costume party, how fitting for Halloween weekend to talk about that, and was coaxed into singing by some of her friends. And immediately people thought, this person can really sing, she's really wonderful. And somebody who was working for the Lincoln Theater in Baltimore, which is not that far from Philadelphia, heard her at that party, and after she sang a couple of tunes, said, we have an opening in one of our stage shows with 2 other vocalists, would you like to come down and sing? And she said, sure, and she was just a teenager when this happened, and she made a big hit, and shortly after that, was involved in a vaudeville show that toured around sort of the Midwest, kind of aimed at going to Chicago, but it went around all sorts of areas in the Midwest. And when she was in that vaudeville show, she really discovered that the people who she connected with the most were vaudevillians and people like that, who all came from similar backgrounds. And in her biography, it talks about how she really connected with the different kind of carnies and things like that, because they were also sort of rough like her. Eventually, she ended up, after that, in Atlanta, where she was on the same bill as Bessie Smith, the great blues vocalist. And Bessie notoriously said, I'm going to sing the blues. I want you to sing the sweet tunes. So she had a knack for singing sweet songs as well as blue ones. After that, she ended up in New York City, where she recorded one of the first blues records by an African-American woman vocalist for the Cardinal label, a really sort of unknown company now. And after that, she was hired by Black Swan, where her first hit was Oh Daddy Blues. And on the flip, Down Home Blues. So we just heard Oh Daddy, now we're going to turn the record over and hear Down Home Blues. 5 times the letter B. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So if you put that all together, makes me everything a good man. So there's no use for grieving, folks I'm leaving. I'm broken hearted and Lord, I've been mistreated, ain't got no time to lose. While my train is waiting, I got the down home blues.
This stuff is so much fun to play. This kind of raggy vaudeville blues. It's so great. So working for Black Swan was really great for kind of kickstarting Ethel Waters' career in the national spotlight. But she had a few qualms with the label, mainly Fletcher Henderson, actually. She claimed that he didn't play with enough damn left-hand bass, in her words. So she kind of got fed up with the accompaniment. So I think we've actually been playing a little bit hotter than the Black Swan house band, the Cordy Williams Jazz Masters and those different people, but you know, to each their own. Anyway, Black Swan got bought out by Paramount in 1924, so she recorded a little bit for them, and then eventually she signed with Columbia Records, and that's when the real hits started to come out. So in 1925, she recorded this next tune, which I'm sure most, if not all of y'all know, Sweet Georgia Brown.
She just got here yesterday. These are hot here now, they say. There's a big change in town. Guys are jealous, there's no doubt. Still the fellas they rave about sweet, sweet Georgia Brown. And ever since she came, the people they all claim say, no God made has got a shade on sweet Georgia Brown. Two left feet, but also need has sweet Georgia Brown. They all side, one die for sweet Georgia Brown. I'll tell you just why. We all don't lie, not much. It's been said she got to bed when she lives in town. Since she came, well, it's a shame and she moved down. Fellas, she can't get a fellas, she ain't met. Georgia Clinton, sweet Georgia Brown. No God made got a shade on sweet Georgia Brown. Two left feet also needed sweet Georgia Brown. They all sigh and long to die for sweet Georgia Brown. I'll tell you why. You know I don't lie, not much. All those gifts that call the name to sweet Georgia Brown. They buy clothes and fashion shows with $1 down. Oh God, tip your hat. Oh God, she's a cat.
so much. Yes, Ethel Waters is very much one of the people who made that song as famous as it is today, and her record was a huge hit for Columbia Records. While she was maintaining her recording contract, she also was involved in a lot of shows on Broadway and continued kind of her career in vaudeville. And in 1926, she was part of a performance called the Plantation Review, which had the Plantation Orchestra that was led by a saxophone player who later made a bunch of wonderful records for Jeanette in the late 20s named Alex Jackson. It was really interesting kind of doing some research on Jackson for another project and learning about his connection with Ethel Waters. It's kind of a connection that people didn't really know about a whole lot because that band was kind of unknown. And that group also included some other really interesting musicians, including Harry Tate, a cornet player from Buffalo, New York, who made some great records with a group called the Blue Ribbon Syncopators for OK and Columbia. But he also worked with the Plantation Orchestra, and on this next number, he played a beautiful, sweet solo at the beginning, and it's the aptly titled Sweet Man. One, two. This is so much fun, but we're going to keep things moving along here. We've just got two more for you before the wonderful Dorsey Brothers set. But how about another round of applause for Nicolle Rochelle? She's making this even more fun than it already would be. So we've explored her kind of crusty career in the early 20s on, Cardinal and Black Swan, and then her mid-20s hits like Sweet George Brown and Sweet Man. But now we're going to look at a different sort of texture and side to Ethel Waters' vocals. As I mentioned in my talk at the beginning, she also dabbled in sweet numbers. And Sweet Man is kind of a nice little bridge between the blue and the sweet. And here is one of her most well-known sweet tunes. This is a recording from, I believe, 1929, from a movie, On With the Show, made by the Warner Brothers company, Am I Blue? Thank you so much, y'all. Well, sadly, we just have time for one more, but stick around because there's going to be some really great music in the last set with the Dorsey brothers. But before we play this last one for you, let me introduce to you these fine musicians we have on stage. As I mentioned, the great Nicolle Rochelle on vocals, on the cornet and alto sax, David Lukács, on that wonderful Monin trombone, Graham Hughes. On the keys, the great Andrew Oliver. You just heard him on his fantastic Irving Berlin set, and now you got to hear him again playing that great banjo with Nicolle, Félix Hunot. Carrie Thelma Evans on the string bass. And the fantastic Nick Ward on the drum.
And Colin Hancock Hancock, please.
We got time for just one more here. Here's one of my favorite tunes from Ethel Waters' discography. Here is True Blue Lou.
Down in the pool room, some of the gang talking to guys they knew. Women are all the same, said Joe. One dizzy bird, said Paul, ain't you heard the story of True Blue? Listen, I'm getting an earful, boy. She was a dame in love with a guy. She stuck to him but didn't know why. Everyone blamed her, still they all named her True Blue. He gave her nothing, she gave him all. And when he had his back to the wall, who fought to save him, smiled and forgave him. True Blue. He got a break and went away to get a new start. But poor kid, she never got a break except the one way down in her heart. Maybe somewhere in heaven above, there's a reward for that kind of love. Angels won't blame her, they too will make her True Blue. Lord, that poor kid, she never got a break except the break way down in her heart. Maybe somewhere in heaven above, there's a reward for some love. Angels won't blame her, they too will name her True Blue.
Nicolle Rochelle, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking around.
Good job, man. That was a blast. Thank you. Yeah, guys. Good job.